Good morning. Welcome to 49ers in 5, your daily update on everything happening with the team that you need to know. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. Today is Wednesday, May 15th, 2024. Here's what's happening with your San Francisco 49ers. The complete NFL schedule comes out later tonight, but bits and pieces have begun to leak. Early yesterday morning, we found out the Niners will kick off the 2024 season on Monday Night Football at Levi's Stadium against Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. Then later on Tuesday, Jordan Schultz broke the news that the Super Bowl rematch against the Chiefs is going to be Week 7 at 1:25 p.m. Pacific time on Fox. And yes, that means Tom Brady is going to be on the call. Now, the Super Bowl rematch, of course, is going to be fun, but it's not going to make up for losing the game in February. And that assumes, by the way, that the 49ers can even win this game, which they've never done against Patrick Mahomes. He is 4-0 against San Francisco, and he has beaten them in 4 different states: Missouri, California, Florida, and Las Vegas. Beating Aaron Rodgers on Monday Night Football won't be easy either, by the way. Rodgers is actually very good on Monday Night Football when he doesn't get hurt. He hasn't lost on Monday in a decade, since 2014. Kind of hard to believe. And he's actually 6-3 against the 49ers in the regular season. Of course, 0-4 against them in the playoffs. Now, as for the rest of the schedule, no team can have more than 5 primetime games in a year. I would bet you all the money in my pockets that the 49ers are going to have 4 more when the schedule comes out later tonight. We always give you one thing to read, one thing to watch, and one thing you might have missed. One thing to read on this Wednesday: the 49ers did a bit of a roster shuffle. They announced they have signed defensive lineman Shaquille Brown and offensive lineman Chris Hubbard to 1-year contracts in order to make room for those guys. Unfortunately, Ernest Brown and Corey Luciano had to be waived. If you want to read more about that, click the link in the description of this episode. One thing to watch: Levin Black and I will be live tonight for the schedule release. Levin and I will be live 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. We'll get into it from all different angles. You know I love the schedule release. If you've been listening to any of the shows I've done in the past 4 years or so, I love it. I'm going to be all over it. Please join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. One thing you may have missed: the 49ers are going to have joint practices with the New Orleans Saints, according to Jeff Duncan of the Times-Picayune. We don't know the official dates yet because they haven't been announced, but it's believed that's going to be week 2 of the preseason. They'll have the joint practices in Irvine, and then they'll play the Saints that week in the preseason. That's usually how the Niners do it. So that'll be a fun little test. Just when the Niners are sick of hitting themselves, they'll go and hit the Saints for a little while, and it'll be a nice little reunion with Chase Young as well. That's a wrap on today's 49ers in 5. Please rate, review, and follow the Gold Standard Podcast Network. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you click the bell, you'll get notified every single time we go live, which is every single weekday for you. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, everybody. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. We'll talk later today.